Hi, I'm Jennifer, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm a photographer and videographer serving both Tennessee and Virginia. This channel is a place where I like to educate other photographers, share my experiences with other photographers, and share a glimpse of my daily life with you. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a review on the Canon 35mm 1.4 lens. So I'm super excited to talk about this lens. This lens is my second must-have lens on a wedding day. And there's a few reasons for that. So the lens is down here. So I have a Canon 5D Mark IV with this to showcase this lens today. And here's the 35mm lens. So this is a prime lens. It has both autofocus and manual focus. And then the filter size for it is a 72mm. I can find it for you. Go around in a circle here. I take this off. There we go. Yep, 72mm right there. So if you want to buy a filter for this particular lens, you'll need to look for a 72mm one. All right, and then I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to put it on the camera. Just want to show you it on the camera. There we go. All right, yep. And so then also on this lens, it has both autofocus and manual focus. So that's really, really good. It also has, this lens is also a USM lens. And a USM lens is super duper cool. It's called an ultrasonic motor. So basically this lens has super duper fast autofocus capabilities. So I think it's really good because on a wedding day, like when the bride's walking down the aisle, this is a really, really good lens to use because like she's moving with her father and you can just snap, snap, snap. The autofocus is just continually going. And so you can like capture sharp images of her walking down the aisle because this lens has the ultrasonic motor. It's hard to say. So this is cheaper lenses don't always have this specific ability to do this. So this lens is really great and why I really, really like to bring it on wedding days with me. So back to the lens down here. All right, yeah, so I'm just gonna turn it on and show you that it can go down to, let's see, it can go down to an aperture of 1.4, it looks like it's already down there, and then it goes upwards of 22, so this is actually different. So it can go to 22, and I would say that's mainly because this is a wide angle lens. In more portrait lenses, some portrait lenses only go to, they go from aperture of like 1.2 to aperture of 16, but because this lens is a more wide shot lens, the aperture can go to an f-stop of 22. So that's something that's different about this lens than the other lens that I talked about in previous videos, specifically the 50mm lens and the 85mm lens. This lens also has a closest focusing distance of 0.3 meters, which is about 1 foot away, which means you need to be about 1 foot away from the subject to be able to focus on the person. Something also really cool about this lens is that it has aspherical lens elements to correct aberrations. So I need to do some more research on exactly what that means because I'm kind of confused by it too. So when I do that, I'm going to make a video about that and explain exactly what that means. This lens specifically cost around $1,900 new. So it's a pretty expensive lens, but it's also a really good lens. This lens is best used for capturing wide shots of people. So on a wedding day, if you need to do family formals or bridal party portraits and you have like a large group of people, this is what you want to use the lens for. It's just super good with being able to capture a lot of people in and even like if you're in a smaller space, let's say you're like in a church and like it's a smaller church and you need to back up further, so like you can capture more without having to back up as far. So it's a really good lens to have if you know the bridal party is going to be super big and like you just need to like make sure you can like capture everything. So yeah, so this lens is not my favorite lens because I still prefer the 85mm the best and also the 50mm. The 35 is kind of just like when I need to take a wide shot. But I think it is still really good for wedding days, especially because of its fast autofocus capabilities. So yeah, so that's kind of my review of the 35mm lens. It's also an EF mount, so there probably are RF versions of this as well out, but this one is an EF mount. So if you like this video and if you want to see other videos like this in the future, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.